Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. How's the sound? I've got a few people waiting. How's the sound? You can chat in your little thing or text me. Sounds a little different this morning because I've moved the mic. I guess it's okay. All right. No problems. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Excuse me. Just clearing my throat. All is well in Soul Yoga land. Good morning. Buenos dias, Brenda. All right. The sound is okay? Hey, Danielle. Maybe Sarah and Andres are there. All right. So, perfect. Perfect. All right. So, yeah. How did everybody sleep last night? I had a Passover Seder with my husband's family on Zoom. It was very interesting. Um, Good morning, sweetheart. Is Andre with you? Hey, Andre, too. um, and it was very interesting. We muted ourselves because the ambient sounds of the city right now can be a little distracting and slightly disturbing. Um, so we muted ourselves, but everyone said that our sign language was really good. Like we were doing a lot of this and big nods of the head and big smiles. So it was an interesting Passover to say the least. So I hope that you can enjoy the rest of the week and the weekend. There's another big holiday, Easter, coming up, and I don't know how. I wonder if we can do a Zoom Easter egg hunt. That would be fun. I am going to do a Zoom Easter prop hunt on Sunday. So if you'd like to join me on Sunday, I'm teaching at 7:30 p.m., which will be a little bit late for some folks. Sorry. 7:30 p.m. a Yin style restorative yoga nidra class where we'll warm up your body and then move into some longer holds to find some deeper openings and in the body, and then move into a nice supported restorative posture. And I'll lead you into a yoga nidra. But what's cool is that I'm going to show you some of the things in your house that you can use to as yoga props instead of getting fancy props if you don't have them. So we'll have a yoga prop hunt in your house, and then we'll get started with that. But this morning we're going to move right into a nice meditation that I've been doing this week. Not only myself, but this past few weeks, but myself. But I've also been teaching it, and my meditation students. I hope you find it as they did to be very grounding, calming, and sort of catching you here, right? We have not only what's the current circumstances are in the world, but we also have the seasons that are that affect us in a way that we're not typically aware of if we're not, as you are a meditation student or a yoga student. Excuse me. And right now it's spring, so there's a lot of variation in the weather. Some say that this transition from late winter into spring is a season of wet, heaviness, sluggishness, kapha is referred to, which is convenient because many of us are at home right now. And so this kind of works with that as opposed to against it in sort of feeling a deep satisfaction and contentment in the place that you are. The sound that we'll be using with our breath, the sound that we're hoping to reacquaint ourselves with, to get back in touch with, is the sound so hum. And the translation is I am that, and that I am. Meaning that um, once you come into this world, this sound inspires you to breathe, to inspire, to take breath in, and to take the energy in, and to allow that divine and universal energy, sound, to um, create this great life force inside of you, to create this great inspiration inside of you. Um, the breaths that we're going to use this morning, the first, when we get started, I'll have you getting a tactile sort of touch feeling with your breath. Then we'll move into Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate side nostril breath. And then we're going to move into a very light application of Ujjayi breath. That translates to victorious breath. The Ujjayi breath is one where you feel like your breath is coming from this jugular notch area, from this point just where the two your clavicle bones, the collarbones, come together. There's this little notch, and it's the base of your throat essentially. And you want to feel like your breath is coming right from here, and you're breathing back towards the back of your neck, towards the back of your throat. And some people, my good friend Jen calls it the Darth Vader breath because it's I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of exaggerated there. So we'll move into that. It's a very light application and hearing the sound of your breath, and I'll talk you through the rest of the meditation. So for alternate side nostril breath, peace fingers at the forehead if you're not used to it. Peace fingers at the forehead. Your thumb, and you're using your right hand. This looks like your left. Your right hand on the thumb goes to the nostril flare on the right side, and your ring finger goes to the nostril flare on the opposite side. And you gently hold each side to breathe only in through one side. Nadi Shodhana, alternate side nostril breath. Okay? So let's get started. It's kind of a nice deep going into meditation. And also at the end, if you'd like to stay where you are, feel free to stay where you are. And then when you come out, take a little grounding posture. Your right hand will go into a fist, your left hand will envelop it. You'll press back and lean forward, and that just helps to re-ground you into the space where you are. And I'll see you at 7:35 for you. All right. So please find your comfortable seat, whether that's in a chair or leaning against a wall, and or sitting as such, propped up on a pillow. And bring your hands, one hand over the other, over the center of your chest. And if it's okay with you right now, please close your eyes. Great. And with your eyes closed and your hands resting at the front of your chest, you can feel the breath, not only coming and going in and out through your nostrils, but also that very subtle or maybe exaggerated rise and fall of your rib cage as you breathe in and out. So just allowing yourself to find that center and to bring yourself in touch with your breath, with your body, with the space that you're in. Good. Now lower your left hand down to your thigh or your knee. And prepare to do alternate side nostril breath. Your peace fingers can come to your forehead, or you can take the Vishnu Mudra, if you know what that is. Peace fingers at the forehead, and your thumb goes to the right nostril flare, and your ring finger goes to the left nostril flare. You're going to block your right nostril and breathe in through the left side, the left nostril. Hold block, gently hold both nostrils closed. Keep the left nostril closed and exhale out the right side. Breathe back in through the right side. Hold block both nostrils again. Keep the right nostril blocked and exhale through the left nostril. Continue as such. Breathe in through the left side. Hold block both. Exhale through the right. In through the right. Pause, holding. Exhale, left. So you might have gone ahead or you might be behind my breath calls. You're simply breathing in through one side, pausing at the top of your inhale, and then breathing out through the opposite side. You breathe back in through the side you've exhaled from. Pause at the top and breathe out the opposite side. So alternating the breath in and out through each nostril. Left to right, right to left. And wherever you are, you continue with one more round. And the next time that you happen to be exhaling through your left nostril, keep your eyes closed and lower your right hand down. Return it to your thigh or knee. Good. Now, begin to apply a gentle application of that ujjayi, that victorious breath. Very gentle. And if you're not quite sure how to make that happen, don't worry about it now. Simply watch your breath draw in and out and try to acquaint yourself with the sound of your breath. You can hear the breath draw in and out. And there's this little narrowing at the base of the throat to create that sound if you're doing your ujjayi. And notice as you breathe in and out, you can keep your mind's attention on the entire length of each part of the breath. So the full attention to the complete inhale and the full attention to the complete exhale. Notice the quality of the breath as it comes in. If you notice any pressure at the end, any jaggedness, or if it's completely smooth throughout. And the same as you exhale. Any subtleties, differences as the breath moves towards the end of its exhale or the end of its inhale. And I might suggest that if there are any subtle changes of the breath and the quality of it, from the beginning of the inhale to the end, or the beginning of the exhale to the end of that, that perhaps the mind, even in that short span of time, begins to drift, begins to be distracted from its attention to the sound of your breath, the movement of your breath. So gently, gently, lovingly bring your mind's attention and awareness completely into the sound, movement of the breath. Full attention from beginning to end. See the energy of your breath drawing in and that energy being distributed through the body. At the same time, anything that's not needed, the used parts, exhaled. Feel the breath draw energy in and distribute as you exhale. That energy moves through the body, expanding, circulating. What is not needed, what is waste, is expelled. Now, go ahead and begin to release that technique. If you're using Ujjayi, let the throat now be open. Take a few rounds of breath that feel full as you adjust to the third phase of breathing, regular breath, with just enough attention to it that you are still controlling the breath in and out. Relax your throat, your face. And the sound of your breath, so hum. So as you breathe in, hum as you breathe out. So hum. It's almost a pulse now, a vibration of sound. As you completely release control of your breath becomes more and more subtle. And the reverberation of your breath, of your pulse, of your cells, all coming into synchronicity with each other, and the sound, the universal sound of life, so hum. So hum. Maybe sense it in your inner ears, in the center of your chest. Maybe you feel the pulse of so hum around your navel or at your root. So hum. So hum. So hum. So hum. So hum. I am that I am. So hum, so hum, so hum. Your awareness might be at the heart center or at center of your forehead, just behind the middle of your forehead, center of the brain. Now, as I said before, you get to stay exactly where you are. Or if you're ready to come out, you'll take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower your chin towards your chest. Good. Bring your hands together, rub them gently. Place your palms over your eyes. Over the center of your chest. And then your right hand comes into a fist below your navel. Left hand wraps that up. Press back as you lean forward. Open your eyes to see the point beneath them. Just focus on one point before lifting your gaze back into the room. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll join me at 7:35, just coming up here for some yoga. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. Take care. Namaste. Oh, I'll send you a link, Sarah, and it's on the Sonic Yoga website under workshops. Okay.